Hi there. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to ride a RipStik caster board. You may be wondering, what exactly is a RipStik? Well, it's a type of caster board, like I said, which is a two-wheeled, human-powered land vehicle. Why would I want to learn how to RipStik, you might be wondering? Well, once you get into the rhythm of things and learn how to ride, it's really fun. It can also be quite relaxing and a great way to help you unwind after a long day. Finally, it's a great workout when you get your momentum going, particularly on your quads. Okay, the structure of a RipStik. As I have illustrated in this diagram here, you have your two concave deck platforms. This is the left deck, this is the right deck. Here on the left deck, we have the kick nose, and on the right deck, we have the kick tail. In the center, we have our torsion bar, which is the balancing point of the board. On the reverse side, we have our wheels, which are composed of heavy-duty polyurethane. And we also, most importantly, have the casters, which are 360-degree inclined, meaning that they can spin in a complete circle on their axis. Before riding, there are a few important things that you need to do. First, you need to put on safe riding gear. This will include a helmet, most importantly, to protect your brains, elbow pads, knee pads, rubber-soled sneakers with non-hazardous laces that won't get caught underneath the board, long-sleeve shirt, and long-sleeve pants to protect your legs from scrapes. You can also wear gloves to protect your hands from other scrapes and abrasions. You also need to check the RipStik's condition to make sure that it's in tip-top riding condition. You're going to want to make sure that your wheels don't have any severe nicks or dents, because then you won't get a smooth ride, and that your casters are fully functioning and that you don't have any loose wheel bearings or screws or anything like that. You don't want the wheels to fall apart when you're riding. In order to get started, you first need to place the RipStik on a safe surface. This will be flat, dry, and debris-free. If there's any debris, then it can get caught underneath the wheels and you will be thrown off. You also need to position the board properly. So in order to do this, you're going to place it in front of you with the kick nose near your left foot and the kick tail near your right foot, as you can see here. Left deck, kick nose, right deck, kick tail. Left foot, right foot. In order to mount the board, you first need to position your left foot properly on the left deck. In order to do that, you're going to center it in the middle of the left deck, as you can see in this video here. So you need to position it in the center of the left deck, and then you're going to level the board out. The next step of mounting is positioning your right foot properly. For this step, you're going to need some type of support system. Now, this can be a fence or a wall or something like that, but it's really best to use a buddy, since they can move along with you when you first learn to ride. So you're going to use your support system. You're going to transfer all your weight to your left foot, or the majority of it, and then you're going to jump up onto the right platform and center your foot like you did with the left platform. You need to make sure that your weight is evenly distributed. So, moving on the board, you're going to use that buddy that you would use as a support system as a spotter. So they're going to walk in front of you and kind of guide you along, and you're just going to be along for the ride, as you can see in this clip here. So I'm going to be using my buddy, my father in this case, as my support system, and he's going to walk, and I'm going to use his movement to move me along. This will help you gain your confidence in your balance. In order to actually ride by yourself, though, you're really going to need to get rid of that support system gradually. So in order to ride, you're going to need to swivel your hips, as you can see in this clip here. So I'm going to use my support system. He's going to carry me along, and then I'm going to start swiveling my hips. Once I have my balance, I'm going to release from his grasp and move along by myself. In order to turn on the board, this can be a little bit tricky when you're first starting out. But you're going to shift your weight to your left foot, which is the steering foot, and then you're going to turn in the direction you want to go using your hips. So, as you can see from this clip here, if I want to go to the left, I'm going to turn my hips that way. If I want to go to the right, I'm going to turn that way. If you want to get a sharp turn, you need to bend your knees and do almost kind of like a squat, like a basketball player would do when they're boxing somebody out. This will help you keep your balance. In order to dismount, this is probably the easiest part of the RipStik. Like a bicycle, a RipStik cannot keep on riding if somebody isn't on it. So you're just going to stop swiveling your hips until you lose momentum, and then you're just going to jump off. You can see that in this clip here. I'm going to stop swiveling my hips. Once it gets slow enough, I'm going to jump off. If you jump off when it's going fast, which you can do if you're a daredevil, but I don't recommend it. I've done it, though. Okay. This next step, although you're done with your ride, is still very important. You have to keep the RipStik clean if you want it to last for as long as possible. So you're just going to clean it with a damp cloth, moistened only with water. If you use any chemical solvents, they could be too harsh and damage the wheels by breaking down the polyurethane or by rusting the metal and eroding the plastic. If you want your board to function for a while, you got to keep it clean with safe materials. Okay, the key takeaways of this presentation. Always check the RipStik's condition before riding to make sure it's in optimal condition. Always wear safe riding gear, most importantly a helmet. Use a buddy for support to help you gain your confidence and balance. Swivel your hips to move, otherwise you're not going anywhere. And finally, keep the board clean. Now I'd like to conclude my presentation with a little demo. I've been riding for a good 10 years, so this is what it can look like when you've been practicing for a while. Any questions?